Next up, let's work on hamstrings. Let's open things up. I know for sure that hamstrings is something that we all need to work on. And yes, why don't we just go ahead and sit nice and comfortable and just settle in. I'm still quite excited after the previous workout, which always happens to me when adrenaline kicks in, and it takes a little time for it to dissipate from my blood. So if sitting down cross-legged is not comfortable, please don't worry about it. Just sit down any which way that works for you. At this point in time, since this is just the beginning of the practice, I'll take it even if you're sitting in the chair. And settle in. And we're going to start breathing 5 nice long breaths. And each one of them, try and make it just a tiny bit longer than the previous. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. And again. And as you do that, just continue to observe your body, really relaxing, gently pulling your shoulders back, minimal effort, feeling that you're lengthening, not sinking in. Couple more breaths. And one more. Very nice. All right, sitting here. Now I do want you to go ahead and sit with your legs crossed. Reach your arms all the way up. Clasp your hands for me, please. Open up through your rib cage. It's almost like you're trying to lift your rib cage. Really go. And go ahead and lean to the right side of your body. Right hand on the floor. Left one is over. Easy does it. Doing a nice stretch and opening in the left side. Drop your head if that feels okay. One more breath. And then go ahead and come through the center. Left hand on the floor. Once again, rib cage apart away from your hips. Good. 2 more breaths. Nice and easy. Coming back to the center, go ahead and place your hands on your knees, and you're going to rotate and bring your right shoulder towards your left knee. With an inhale, come through the center, lengthen through your chest, not the spine. Your spine should be slightly arched, and left shoulder towards your right knee. And again, so we're coming through the vertical position into rotation and folding. And once again, inhaling, pulling your shoulders back, slightly arching your back. We're really getting our back muscles engaged. That's a 2. 3. Right to right. Follow, make sure that you're breathing the way you're moving. Good. Now, from your left shoulder to your right knee, you're going to go ahead and actually move through the bottom of this movement. And once again, right shoulder, left knee, not lifting up anymore. Lengthening through your lower back. Your hips are working here, and you have to use your core muscles to support you. And again, toward the left. Rotate that shoulder. See if you can actually touch it. And come through the center back to the right. One more set. Coming all the way to the right. Right shoulder, sorry, left, right shoulder, left knee. And return back, left shoulder, right knee. Stay here, release your hands on the floor, arms in front of you, drop your head, breathe. One more breath. And go ahead and slide through the center. Observe your body. See where it feels like it's a little too tight. 2 more breaths. Nice. Stay here. Rotate. Your chest is now toward the screen. Reach your right arm over. Inhale. And with an exhale, lift up. Use your oblique and your back muscles and come all the way to the right. And to the left. And to the right. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. All right, so upper body and lower back should be a little bit warmer. We'll get more into it, but for now, please go ahead and straighten your legs in front of you. We're going to warm up our hamstrings. So keep your toes tucked in. That alone makes your entire leg now much more active. I want you to go ahead and bend your right knee, reach and grab your right foot with both of your hands, and then go ahead and lift. Pay attention to where your knee ends up. I don't want it in the middle of your chest. It goes towards your shoulder, okay? Settle in here, press it, press your chest toward it as well. I'm gonna turn around so you can see my back is not round. My back is as straight as my back muscles are capable of. And now from here, I'm going to start straightening my leg. Don't worry if you cannot straighten it all the way. Just really watch that back and make sure that it's not round. And again, we're inhaling, going to about 90 degrees in the knee, and exhaling, straightening it. See, my upper body is not moving. Just do your very best. It's okay if it's not working out quite like that, but that is where you really want to get at some point in time. And nice, good. So now we have activated our hamstrings, release. Let's do that on the other side. Settle in here and bend your left knee, reach and grab the bottom of your left foot and lift your knee, pressing it into your left underarm. Press your chest forward. You've got that space here to press your chest forward because your leg is to the left side of your body. Good. Settle in here, open up, inhale, and with an exhale, straighten as far as your left leg is capable and bend it back to 90 degrees. And again, exhale, 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 and inhale, 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 inhale. One last time, exhale, 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 and inhale. And go ahead and bend both knees now, and we're going to really activate our core muscles, which is something that we really want to do. You're going to reach and grab both of your big toes, reach back, chest is open, lean back, and at first just go ahead and lift your feet off the floor so your arms are in between your knees and your knees are kind of wide apart. So keep that balance, and I know it's very easy to topple, no big deal if you do, and go ahead and start to straighten your legs. And come back into bending. Don't lose your shoulders, don't lose your chest. That's a 2. Remember, everything we do today is for about 3 breaths. One last time. Opening up and bringing back in, tuck your toes under, drop your knees and roll over them as we come into our tabletop position. So, be very particular about how you feel. Don't lose sight of any of the aches or pains. Make sure that they do not happen. Lots of effort, yes, you may be losing your breath, but please, please make sure that there are no pains. Okay, we're gonna go into our first downward facing dog, and this is what I want us to do. So listen very carefully. You're gonna tuck your tail, you're gonna tuck your toes under, arch your back. Pull your shoulders back, soften your elbows just a little bit, keeping the integrity of your very arched back. You're going to go ahead and shift your hips, almost like you're trying to come into your child's pose. See? And now your hips are hovering over your heels. You're going to press into your hands. You're going to lift your knees a couple of inches above the floor, and then you're going to start to unravel. Yes. Come back onto your tippy toes. Keep your hips back. Bend your knees. Find the position where you feel like you're placing your belly onto your thighs, and straighten your legs again. Come again on your tippy toes. Bend your knees. Your belly is on your thighs. Press into your palms like you're pushing the earth away from you. And straighten again. Very nice. Reach your right leg all the way up. Press into your left heel. 2 more breaths. I want you to feel the full extension of your back leg. Good job. And bring your right foot back on the floor. And inhale, and left leg goes up with an exhale. You're pressing into your right heel. A lot of pressure here because you're now out of balance. 2 more breaths. Neck is long. And left leg goes back down. Right leg goes up. Respect the difference in the shoulder balance. And look in front of you. Roll your shoulders back as you're coming forward. Come on your left tippy toes. Round your back. Thread your right leg in between your hands. And place your right foot there. And settle in here. Okay, now, because of the flexibility situation, or perhaps you have some issues with, some of these poses could definitely require a lot of flexibility and strength. Just use the blocks, or use books, or use pots and pans, whatever it is that helps you. Drop your left knee on the floor and straighten it again. And again, drop it. Do not rest your chest on your right thigh. And up. One last time. Dropping it down. And up. This time, drop it down and let's rest a little bit. So release your toes. You're really finding, you're trying to get to the point where your right knee and your left knee are the form is such that there's a nice, beautiful single line here. And let's shift our hips side to side. Nice and open. Good. And then from here, once again, press into your hands. If you need to switch their position, that's perfectly fine. We're going to switch, we're going to bring our hips back, and we're going to try and drop our chest down toward our right knee. Pull your shoulders back. Keep your back as flat as you can. We're going to start engaging our shoulders here, but sort of like a stretch thing, although definitely will warm them up. Wonderful. Lift up, come forward, and this time I want you to go ahead and lift all the way up. If you find that this is too much for your left hip flexor, shift your hips slightly back. Bring your arms behind you. Clasp your hands behind you. Please remember which thumb is on top. Open up, arch your back, lift your chin. Inhale, and with an exhale, press into your right foot. Start to straighten your right leg and forward fold with your arms as high and over your head as you possibly can. One more breath. Next, inhale, lift, and start to move forward with your hips as you're arching your back. And forward fold with your right leg very straight. There's a lot of balancing going on. And again, hips forward, shoulders back, back is arched. And forward. One last time, coming back in. Good. Release your arms. Open up, arch, and rotate. So your left hand is going to end up on your right knee, and your right hand is going to end up on your left thigh. This is the first rotation of the day. Please go gentle. One more breath. Nice. Go ahead and release that. Hands come back on the floor. Left leg straight, and thread your right leg all the way back. Press it one more time toward the ceiling. Easy does it, and then bring it on the floor. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Left leg rises. Remember, in order to do that in one sweep, you need to lift up and open the distance between your belly and the mat. And then you're going to press your left foot between your hands. Awesome. Open things up. We're not sitting down. We're not laying on our left thigh, and drop your right knee on the floor, and with an exhale, lift. And again, drop and lift. One more time. Drop and lift. Drop your right knee on the floor. We're going to hang out here for a little bit. Reach your toes away and relax. Just a stretch. Breathe. Sway your hips gently side to side. Now, I don't see what is happening, what you're doing at home. So please listen to your body. If you need to do any of these stretches a little bit longer because for one reason or another, please do, and then catch up. All right, we're going to shift our hips back. Straighten that left leg. If you need to reposition your hands to do that, please do. So the important part about this position is that your back is as straight as you can have it, and then you're dropping the chest down. One more breath, please. Nice and yummy. By now, you should feel the difference between the two sides. One is definitely tighter than the other. Take a mental note and lift up into your lunge once again. If it's a little too much, shift your hips back. Arrange. Arms are up and behind you. We're clasping our hands and switch the thumb that is on top. Mind-body connection. Open up. Arch your back if you can. Lift your chin up, but please do not sink your head into your shoulders. Ready? Inhale. Exhale, press into your left foot. Forward fold with your left leg straight. Reach your arms as high over your head as you can. 2 more breaths. Lengthen through your spine. Nice. And now we're going to go single breathing. Good, 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 good. Inhale and exhale as you're pressing forward. Inhale as you're pressing into your foot and exhale down. 2 more times. Inhale, lift shoulders back, neck is long. Exhale, forward, arch. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And exhale, release your arms, open up, rotate to the left. Right hand ends up on your left knee, left hand on your right thigh. If you cannot reach there, just go as far as you can. One more breath. Awesome. Go ahead and re-rotate, tuck your right toes, straighten that right leg. And go ahead and drag that left foot and then tuck and straighten it all the way up toward the ceiling. Yes. Drop that right foot on the floor. Good. Now, go ahead and come on your tippy toes, soften your knees, and look in front of you. You can either hop forward or walk forward any which way. I am going to see you here in our chair pose. And then when we're done with the chair pose for 1 full breath, we're going to lift up gently into our mountain pose. Good. This is our first mountain pose. Oftentimes, after spending so much time with our head down, there could be a little bit of a rush, head rush. No worries. Just come right back. Reach both of your arms up. Swan dive. Arms are to the shoulder height, chest is open, reaching, 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 placing our hands on the floor, lifting up for just a minute. If you cannot touch the floor with your fingertips for the standing tabletop position, place your hands right above your knees. Inhale 1 more time, soften your knees, and hop or step back into your plank. All right. Go ahead and rotate onto the left side of your body. Reach up. Easy does it. And the right side. This is just to warm up our shoulders. Good. On your knees, on your toes, any which way, we're going to go for our chaturanga. So, arch your back, chest is open, elbows are coming back toward your waist. Inhale and exhale. Inhale at the top. Shift your hips gently side to side. Should feel good. All right, now we're going to go into our downward facing dog the way we did it the first time around. Inhale, and with an exhale, tuck your toes, lift your knees gently, press your hips as close to your heels as you can, and then unravel your spine so that you are aiming at having your hips not quite halfway between your toes and your fingers, but rather slightly toward the back, towards your heels. All right, I'm going to challenge your hamstrings now, and please do use blocks. Inhale, right leg rises. And wonderful. Bring your right foot between your hands. So this is the time to use the block on the right, under the right hand. If you need to, rotate your left heel. Make sure that your knee is right above your ankle. Reach your left arm toward the ceiling. From here, straighten your right leg. So your arms are a continuation of each other. Find your balance, settle in. Your left chest is really open. Inhale, and with an exhale, lift up into straight-legged warrior two. Keep your balance. Rotate your right palm to face the ceiling and reach all the way back. If you have to, you can support yourself with your left hand. Otherwise, keep that left hand really light. Inhale, and with an exhale, coming back in. Reach your left arm and behind you and see if you can put it somewhere around your right hip crease. Rotate, rotate, rotate. From here, make sure you've got that balance. Reach. Once again, straight-legged warrior two, but slightly crooked here. Rotate your right hand, and once again, leaning back. So really engaging here our core and our back muscles. Inhale, and with an exhale, reach and drop back down. Release your left arm. Once again, it is now toward the ceiling. And one last time, we're going to go the hardest way. Listen to your body. You're going to reach your right, release your right hand and reach it in the same direction as your right leg, palm facing up. Reach with your left arm, keeping it parallel to your right. Inhale and exhale. So you're still rotated. There's that wall behind you. Inhale one last time. And with an exhale, we are in straight-legged warrior two. Beautifully executed, I'm sure of it. Soften your right knee. Go ahead and windmill your arms. Rotate toward the front of the mat. Bring your right leg all the way back up. Drop it on the floor. Reset. Lift. Come forward. Inhale, chaturanga. Now, remember that if you do not want to do chaturangas because you have already worked out, God knows how many times, you really don't have to. That's the beauty about yoga. It is your practice. And once again, bend those knees. You're going to press your hips all the way back and then straighten your legs. Great. Inhale, left leg rises. Settle into your balance for one full breath. And with an exhale, come forward. All right, we're going to go for the challenge on this side. Rotate your right heel. One thing I forgot to mention on the previous one is look down and make sure that your heels are now really on the same rail. If there were rails, they would be on the same rail. If you have trouble with balancing, find slightly wider diagonal distance between them. Release your right arm. Remember, feel free to start using your block. Ready? Inhale, and with an exhale, straighten that left leg. Lots of things happening in that left hamstring. Be very gentle. If it is too hard, try and utilize as much of your core as possible, okay? If it's really hard, soften that knee, no big deal. Ready? Inhale, and with an exhale, lift into straight-legged warrior two. Yay! looking over our left fingertips, rotate it. Inhale, and with an exhale, lean, 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 lean. Good, so right hand can support you, that's perfectly fine. Or if you think you want to use more of your core muscles, keep that right hand nice and happy. Inhale, and with an exhale, we're coming all the way back in. Good. Settle in here. Nice big triangle. This time, your right arm bends and you're going to hide it. So you no longer have the lever that it provides. Inhale, and with an exhale, lift up into warrior two. And from here, rotate your left hand, inhale, and with an exhale, back. This time, we're definitely using our core muscles, but please pull your shoulders back. Nice. Coming all the way back in. And the last one is going to be challenging both for the hamstrings and our core muscles. Release your right arm. Left arm is now parallel to our left leg. Right one goes in the same direction. One more breath. There is that wall behind us. Inhale. With an exhale, lift, 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 lift. Warrior two. Gorgeous. Inhale, and with an exhale, windmill your arms. Left leg is bent. And go ahead and bring that left leg back. Come on, balls on your tippy toes. Come into your plank position. Inhale. Exhale and inhale at the top. Good. Let's go for a little bit of a back and shoulder stretch. And then we're gonna play a little bit more with how we feel in our hamstrings and our back. All right. If you have taken my stretch classes, we have done this one before many times. So go ahead and place your left cheek on the floor. I can stay like this forever. Bring your arms at a T, and now slide your right hand towards your face or towards your shoulder. Gently press into it as you are rotating your entire body onto the left side of your body. It is just a stretch, could be intense. Good. If you feel like it, bend your right knee, reach back, and grab your right foot with your right hand. I promise you, there's a reason why we're doing it like this, because I will challenge you. But first, I want you to be open, especially through your hip flexors and through your quads. Good. One more breath. Hopefully it feels good. All right, we're gonna go in the opposite direction. Help yourselves with your right hand. Rotate onto your tummy. Re-rotate, right arm is extended. Right cheek is on the floor. Start that rotation. Settle in here first. And then from here, if you can, bend your left knee and reach and grab your left toes or ankle, whatever works. Wonderful. And then coming all the way back in. Super great. Okay, so for just 3 breaths, I want you in your tabletop position. Lift up, tuck your tailbone under, find your cat, and cow. And cat again. And with an inhale, cow. One last time. And cow, very nice. Move forward, lay your tummy on the floor. Now we're gonna actually work through everything that we have just opened up. Bend your right knee, reach back and grab your right toes, right foot with your right hand. Reach your left hand and grab the same foot. Okay, so you're definitely using your core and your shoulder and your back muscles. But I want you to concentrate on pressing the right foot into your hand. So just try that a couple of times, like you're extending. And this is the reason why your chest should gently lift up. And then from here, as you continue doing that, and you're lifting your right knee, you're really opening up. One more breath. Good, and drop. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Left, left, and right joints. Once again, press it, test its powers. Inhale, and with an exhale, lift everything up. One more breath. Very nice. Good. Keep that left leg very bent. Draw your right foot towards your right hip. And right hand is now grabbing your toes. So there are two variations here. You can keep your hands just like this, or you can actually rotate and grab your foot on the inner edge. If you are reaching there, if you think you can, this will help you open up your chest muscles a little tiny bit more. We're going to go with breathing. We're going to inhale in the neutral position, and with a long exhale, we're going to press our feet into our hands and lift up. And with a long inhale, we're going to start to drop everything down. And with a long exhale, we're lifting up again. And inhale down. Last time, exhale. And inhale. And go ahead and release. All right, place your hands under your forehead. Relax your neck here. Relax your shoulders. Enjoy this moment, and once again, listen to your body. We're going to go back to where we have started and see if anything has changed. Wonderful. Lift your chin. Place your hands on the floor. Elbows are pointing back. Lift up into your high cobra. Tuck your toes. Bend your knees, shift your hips all the way back, lift your knees, and we are again in downward facing dog. Lift up, and if you can, hop forward. And from here, go ahead and sit down with your legs extended. Very lovely. All right, so this was one of the first positions for the day after we have found our spine. And we're going to try and check and see how we're doing. Is there a difference? And hopefully there is, and it's for the better. So go ahead and bend your knee. And once again, remember, you are pressing your chest forward towards your knee, just like you are bringing your knee towards your chest. Now, we are going to align our knee once again with our right shoulder. We're going to reach and grab our right foot. And we're going to straighten, lift. Don't straighten it quite yet. Lift up. Yes, find that spine, and then from here, we're going to start to straighten. And bend halfway again. And straighten. And bend that way. And straighten. Is it easier? Can you straighten it a little bit more? Can you bring your knee a little bit higher towards your chest? If the answer is yes to any of those questions, I'm so happy. All right, so we're going to start adding a little bit of a twist here, which is going to be a lot of fun. However, if you cannot straighten your leg for the twist, just keep it bent or soft. No big deal. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to place your left hand on the outer edge of your right foot. If you can, straighten it. Inhale, and with an exhale, reach your right arm as far out as you can. So your left shoulder is very close to your right knee. One more breath. Nice. And come back in. And let's do that on the other side. Lots of effort. There's no question about that. Settle in. Even getting into this position takes a few breaths. All right, left knee into your left shoulder. Shoulders are back, chest is super open, and we're lifting our heel, settling in. Now that all the angles have changed, engaging our core and our back muscles. Awesome. Inhale, and with an exhale, straighten. Don't lose the integrity of your upper body. And again, inhale halfway down, and exhale, straighten. One last time. Inhale halfway down, and exhale, straighten. Chest is still open. All right, so we're gonna find that twist. Once again, whatever is happening with your knee and your hamstrings is your own business. Right hand comes on the outside of your left foot or outer edge. We're opening up, reach, 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 reach. Find your twist. 3 breaths. Two breaths. One more. Wonderful. Go ahead and re-rotate. Awesome. And one more time. Separate your knees. Reach and grab your big toes. Open up. Keeping that balance. And drop back in. And again. Open up. And come back in. It's like happy baby, except that you're not on your spine. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. All right. Relax. Reset. Readjust. We're going to go all the way up and all the way down. We're going to combine the 2 parts of this workout today. And we're going to be very mindful over it. We have learned a whole bunch of things today about how to lengthen the backside of our legs if we get into our downward facing dog through our bent knees. Beautiful. All right, go ahead and rock yourselves over your knees. Of course, if you have injuries, you're not going to do that. And here are your hands. And here is our tabletop position. And here we're tucking our toes, and we're shifting our hips back. We're pressing into our hands and lifting and opening up. Good. Inhale, right leg rises. Bend your right knee, rotate it so that it faces the ceiling for just 1 breath. Opening up our hip flexors. Bringing our right foot forward. Nice. Okay, so from here, we're going to go ahead and straighten our right leg. If you find that this is not an option, I'm going to demonstrate. You're going to go back to what we did before with our left knee on the floor, where you were going forward and back. If you think you can, we're going to do the exact same thing, except that our feet are going to be on the floor, not our left knee. Reach your arms all the way behind you. Remember which thumb is on the top. Forward fold. Inhale. With an exhale, lift all the way up. This reminds me of Degas' dancer. And again, inhale. And with an exhale, forward fold. Draw your knuckles really, really over your head. Inhale. And lift up. Arch your back. One last time. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, lift all the way up. Arms. Drop forward. One last time, stretch. Right knee is bent. Right leg goes back. Chaturanga. Inhale at the top. Bend your knees. Shift your hips all the way back. Straighten your left leg. Let's try that same thing on the other side. Left leg rises. Bring that left foot between your hands. Remember to use the block. Ready? And straighten your left leg. Right leg is straight as well. Settle in here. If you need to bring your right foot slightly forward, really depends on how long your legs are. Hips are facing forward. Ready? Great. Release your arms. The opposite thumb is on top. Inhale, and with an exhale, forward fold. Inhale, start to lift. You're pressing into that left foot, and exhale, open up into your Degas dancer. And forward fold. Inhale up. Exhale, arch. Inhale. Exhale. And finally coming all the way up. At the top, release your arms, soften that left leg. Hands are back on the floor. Left leg goes back. Settle in. Chaturanga. Child's pose. Recover. We're now winding down. Opening through the top part of your spine. Breathe, expand your rib cage. Drop your head. Good. From here, slide your arms forward. Palms are still on the floor. Shift your hips slightly up, arch your back. We are in puppy. Nice. And from here, we're going to gently find our way onto our backs. Feels good. Roll your head side to side. Just release whatever tension you may have in your neck and shoulders. And one last thing that we're going to do here, once again, you're going to separate your knees, reach, and grab your big toes again. This one is going to be much easier. Obviously, this is our last attempt at straightening our legs and really opening up both the inner thighs as well as hamstrings. Play with it. This is your time. You can bring them together. You can bend and unbend, do whatever feels right. This is 30 seconds of just really relaxing through your spine, through your lower back, through your shoulders. You have done a wonderful job today at working both your hamstrings and your shoulders and your spine. So this is the opportunity to give all of it the last thank you. Wonderful. All right, go ahead and bring your knees together. Release your big toes. Hug your knees. Hug them, hug them, hug them. And lift your head and see if you can bring your nose towards your knees. Take a nice long inhale. Press everything together. Every single muscle in your body should be engaged right about now. And with an exhale, relax everything to the floor. Drop your feet, straighten your legs. Everything is super heavy. Any which way it lands, however your body wants to land. And then from here, you're going to start to release your body weight into the earth. One wonderful, healthy, happy, long, strong muscle at a time. You're going to start with maybe your toes and the soles of your feet. There's so many tiny muscles that carry you through the day. And maybe your ankles now, relax them. Give your calves a break. Allow them to be really heavy. Relax your knees. Relax that tender area behind your knees. And then continue on the back side of your leg. So many muscles. Let them all go. Flatten them against your mat. And now the thighs, they're so heavy and they're pressing everything under. Relax your hips. Relax your tailbone. Relax your belly. I like to relax my belly. It works so hard to keep me upright throughout the day. Now start to relax the muscles around your vertebrae. All the way from your tailbone up to your neck. And as you continue going higher and higher, allow your rib cage also to be heavy and your lungs and your heart. And as you come all the way to your head, fully relax your neck and your shoulders. And continue on to your arms, your elbows, all those wrists, they definitely need to be heavy. And all your fingers. Just relax, just be. You've got an entire day in front of you to worry about things. Don't worry about them now. You're fully relaxed. Very heavy. And now I need you to take a nice long inhale through your nose and watch the air flow through your body. And exhale it fully. Good. With your next inhale, reach your arms all the way above your head. Point your toes away from your fingers, fingers away from your toes. You're long. You're limber. You are flexible. Gently roll over one side of your body and sit up in comfortable position, whatever that comfortable position may be. Lift up through your spine one last time. Observe your body, reach your arms up. Such a huge space between your hips and your ribcage. And drop your folded hands down to your heart center. And thank you so very much.